In the year 79 AD, the Roman city of Pompeii was a jewel of the empire, thriving under the warmth of the Mediterranean sun. Life here was vibrant and constant. From the busy forum to the private villas, the citizens of Pompeii lived in the shadow of a silent giant. Merchant stalls were filled with fresh produce and fine linens as the city prepared for another day of prosperous trade and social gathering. But the peace was fragile. Beneath the mountain, ancient forces were awakening, sending subtle warnings that went largely unheeded by the populace. Suddenly, a massive boom echoed across the bay. The peak of Vesuvius shattered, launching a colossal column of ash and pumice into the stratosphere. The bright Roman sky was quickly devoured by darkness. The sun vanished behind a bruised purple cloud that stretched miles wide. Panic gripped the streets. As hot pumice stones began to rain down, the citizens of Pompeii realized the terrifying scale of the disaster. Within the suffocating ash cloud, strange volcanic lightning flickered, illuminating the terrified faces of those desperately seeking an escape that would never come. Then came the pyroclastic flows. Surges of superheated gas and ash roared down the slopes, moving faster than any horse could gallop. For those trapped inside the city walls, the final moments were spent in the shadows of their own homes, huddling together against the encroaching heat. As the city was buried deep beneath layers of volcanic debris, time itself seemed to stop. Pompeii vanished from the map for nearly 17 centuries. Centuries later, the earth gave up its secrets. Modern excavations have revealed the city frozen in its final, tragic heartbeat. The plastic casts of the victims serve as a haunting reminder of the human cost, capturing their final poses of protection and sorrow. Today, Vesuvius remains a silent sentinel, overlooking the ruins of a civilization that serves as a testament to both Roman grandeur and the power of nature. Every system has a flaw. No matter how many billions of dollars you pour into the code, no matter how many servers you bury in the Arctic ice to keep them cool, reality has a way of leaking in. We call it a glitch, a momentary tear in the silk, a second where the image stutters and you see the math underneath. For most people, a glitch is an annoyance. You refresh the page, you restart the app, you look away. But for some, the glitch is a flare. It's a signal. It's the first time they realize that the perfect world they've been sold is actually a series of patches and workarounds. Think about the first time you realized a fact you saw online was a lie. Not just a mistake, but a manufactured synthetic reality designed to make you feel a certain way. That moment of realization, that cold splash of water, is the beginning of the end for the veil. Once you see the seam in the wallpaper, you can't stop yourself from wanting to peel it back. There's a quiet resistance growing. It's not happening in the streets with banners and shouting. It's happening in the quiet corners of lives that have decided to go offline. These are the people who are choosing the analog over the automated. They are rediscovering the weight of a book, the friction of a pen on paper, the unpredictable, unedited conversation of a long walk with a friend where no one checks a map. They are looking for the dirt. They realize that the digital world is frictionless. It's too smooth. It's designed to be navigated without effort. But human meaning requires friction. It requires the resistance of a hard truth, the physical effort of a craft, the slow, agonizing process of waiting for something to grow. When you remove the friction, you remove the soul. These rebels are putting the grit back into the machine. We've forgotten what it's like to live at a human pace. The machine moves at light speed. It demands an instant reaction. It wants your take, your vote, your purchase, and your emotion right now. It doesn't allow for the fermentation of a thought. But these people, the ones stepping back, they are reclaiming time. They are discovering that when you stop the constant input, the world starts to expand. A single afternoon can feel like a week. They are finding the garden again. Not a literal garden necessarily, but the state of being connected to the biological rhythm of life. The understanding that some things cannot be optimized. You can't make a friendship grow 10% faster by using an algorithm. The most important parts of being human are, by definition, inefficient. But let's be honest, the veil is powerful. The garden is being paved over, and the pavement is mandatory. This creates a new kind of class divide, not between the rich and the poor, but between the connected and the free. The connected have everything at their fingertips, but they own nothing, not even their own thoughts. The free have the dirt and the silence, but they are increasingly invisible to the system. Our ability to read deep emotions in a human face is dulling because we spend so much time looking at emojis. We become a species of the now, trapped in a permanent present where nothing has roots and everything is disposable. The glitch in the garden is a warning. It's the sound of the biological self screaming that it can't keep up with the digital self. The resistance isn't just about throwing away your phone. It's about reclaiming the sacred ordinary. We are starting to realize that the shadows of reality are only scary if you stay in the dark. If you turn around, you'll see that the garden is still there, waiting under the pavement. It's cracked. It's messy. It's beautiful. In part 4, we're going to look at the end game. The stakes are about to get much, much higher. The goal was to get us to step through the screen. We are entering the era of the ultimate interface. Imagine a world where you don't look at a map. Directions simply appear as a glowing trail on the actual pavement. If the fact is being streamed into your consciousness by a corporation, then who is actually living your life? The ultimate interface seeks to plant a flag in that soil. If we can't tell the difference, we've lost the core of ourselves. But friction is another word for growth. The wrong turn is how you discover the hidden bakery or the park. We are trying to turn ourselves into the digital twin because the digital twin is easier to manage. Can you feel it? The desperation of the physical world trying to remind us that it's still here? The simulation is over. Reality is waiting, and it's more beautiful than anything we could have possibly programmed. Welcome back